Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I want to start today by asking you a question. Have you ever been asked to stand up and speak in front of people in English and suddenly your mind went blank? Maybe you felt nervous, your hands were shaking, your voice was trembling, and all you could think about was how everyone was looking at you. If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are not alone. I was once in exactly that same position. I was terrified of giving presentations in English. The thought of presenting in front of a class, a group of colleagues, or even just a few friends made me nervous for days in advance. But over time, I discovered a step-by-step way to prepare, to practice, and to build my confidence so that I could give presentations in English without fear. And that's exactly what I want to share with you today. The exact journey, techniques, and routines I followed to go from being nervous and stumbling over words to being able to deliver confident and clear presentations in English. By the end of this video, you'll not only know what worked for me, you'll also have a practical guide that you can start using right away to prepare and deliver your own confident presentations in English. Section 1. Understanding why presentations are scary. Before we dive into the techniques, let's talk about why presentations feel so intimidating, especially when English is not your first language. First, there's the fear of making mistakes. Many of us think, what if I forget the right word? What if I mispronounce something? What if the audience laughs at me? Second, there's the pressure of being the center of attention. When you're giving a presentation, all eyes are on you, and that can feel overwhelming. And finally, there's the extra challenge of thinking in English while speaking at the same time. Our brain is busy translating, organizing ideas, and trying to make sure everything comes out correctly. That's a lot to handle all at once. Understanding these challenges helped me realize one very important thing. Being nervous about presentations in English is completely normal. Everyone feels some level of anxiety. The key is not to eliminate the fear, but to learn how to manage it and build enough confidence to keep speaking even when you feel nervous. Section 2. The power of preparation. When I first started giving presentations, my biggest mistake was thinking I could wing it. I thought, I'll just go up there and the words will come to me. Of course, they didn't. I forgot points, stumbled over sentences, and ended up speaking too fast. The first big lesson I learned was this: confidence comes from preparation. Here's the exact preparation method that worked for me. Write a clear outline. Instead of writing my entire speech word for word, I started by creating a simple outline: introduction, main points, and conclusion. This made my presentation structured but not robotic. Simplify the language. I used to try impressing people with difficult vocabulary, but that only made me forget words. So I switched to clear, simple, everyday English. The goal of a presentation is communication, not showing off vocabulary. Practice in small sections. Instead of trying to memorize the entire presentation at once, I broke it into parts. I practiced the introduction until it felt natural, then the first main point, and so on. Use keywords, not full sentences. I wrote keywords on a piece of paper or slides. Seeing a single word like example or benefit reminded me of what to say without forcing me to read. This preparation strategy was a game changer. It gave me direction and made me feel less nervous because I knew exactly what I wanted to say. Section 3. Training my voice and body language. A presentation is not just about words, it's also about how you deliver them. Early on, I realized that even if I knew what to say, my nervous body language and shaky voice were sending the wrong message. So, I started working on two things: voice training. I practiced speaking slowly and clearly by reading out loud every day. I recorded myself to hear how I sounded. At first, it was uncomfortable, but it helped me notice if I was speaking too fast or too softly. I practiced pausing. A pause is powerful. It gives you time to think and makes you sound confident. Body language. I practiced standing tall with my shoulders relaxed. I learned to use my hands naturally to emphasize points, instead of hiding them in my pockets. I practiced looking up from my notes and making eye contact, even if only briefly. Once I combined voice and body language practice with my preparation, my confidence skyrocketed. People started to see me as confident, even when I was still nervous inside. Section 4. Daily habits that helped me improve. Now, let's talk about the daily habits that made the biggest difference. Micro-presentations every day. I started practicing by giving myself tiny presentations. For example, I would stand in front of the mirror and explain what I ate for breakfast, or describe the plot of a movie I watched. Doing this daily got me comfortable speaking out loud in English. Shadowing. I listened to short talks, TED speeches, or YouTube videos and tried to copy the speaker's tone, rhythm, and pauses. This trained my brain to sound more natural in English. Recording practice. I recorded myself giving a short 2-minute presentation every day. First, I hated hearing my voice, but over time I noticed improvement, and that gave me motivation to keep going. English thinking. Instead of preparing in my native language, I started brainstorming and planning my presentations directly in English. This stopped me from translating in my head. These tiny daily habits built up over time. They didn't make me confident overnight, but after weeks and months, I realized that presenting in English felt less scary and more natural. Section 5. Overcoming the fear of the audience. One of the hardest parts of giving a presentation is looking at the audience. My biggest fear was, what if they think I sound bad? What if they judge me? But here's the truth I discovered. Most audiences are not your enemies. They actually want you to succeed. They are not counting your mistakes. They are listening to your ideas. Here are 2 mindset shifts that helped me. Focus on the message, not yourself. Instead of thinking, do I look nervous? I told myself, my job is to share something valuable. That change in focus made me less self-conscious. Embrace mistakes. I realized that even native speakers make mistakes during presentations. A pause, a wrong word, or a laugh at yourself can actually make you more relatable. The day I stopped aiming for perfect English and started aiming for clear communication, I felt free. Section 6. A real example. My first confident presentation. Let me share a quick story of when this finally worked for me. I had to give a presentation at my university. Normally, I would panic for weeks, but this time I used everything I had learned. I prepared an outline, practiced daily, recorded myself, and focused on my voice and body language. When the day came, I was still nervous, but I reminded myself that nerves are normal. I started speaking slowly, used my outline keywords, and made eye contact with a few friendly faces in the audience. And you know what? It went so much better than I expected. People clapped, asked me questions, and even complimented me afterward. For the first time, I felt not just relieved, but proud. That was the turning point where I realized, I can do this. Section 7. Practical step-by-step guide for you. Now let me summarize everything into a simple step-by-step guide you can follow. Prepare your outline, introduction, 3 to 4 main points, conclusion. Simplify your language, use clear, everyday English. Practice in small parts, don't memorize everything at once. Use keywords instead of full text. They guide you without forcing you to read. Train your voice, practice reading aloud, record yourself, and pause often. Work on body language, stand tall, use natural gestures, make light eye contact. Build daily habits, micro-presentations, shadowing, recordings, and thinking in English. Change your mindset, focus on the message, not on being perfect. Follow this routine consistently, and you will notice your fear shrinking and your confidence growing. So, that's the story of how I learned to give confident presentations in English. It wasn't easy, and it didn't happen overnight, but with consistent preparation, practice, and the right mindset, I went from being nervous and silent to being able to stand up and present with confidence. And here's what I want you to remember. Confidence is not something you're born with, it's something you build step by step, habit by habit, presentation by presentation. If you start today, even with the smallest daily practice, your future self will thank you. Imagine yourself a few months from now, standing in front of an audience and speaking confidently in English. That is possible, and it can be your reality. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss more practical tips and guides to improve your English naturally and confidently. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.